You're listening to the Kitchen Sink Sports Podcast, serving up hot takes and hotcakes.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of Kitchen Sink Sports. How's it going, lads and ladies?
I'm great. How are you?
Just dandy. How are you, Jacob?
I'm doing well, Katie. That's a great shirt.
Thank you.
Tony's Creole.
Makes everything better.
It really does.
I'm repping my Cape League team, Go Born Braves, Cape League baseball, and the Pirates, R.I.P. Derek Shelton. I don't know if you guys...
R.I.P. I saw.
Yeah.
I saw
Okay, initial thoughts?
I really haven't followed much of the Pirates, so...
Okay, fair.
I'm always a fan of getting rid of ownership and management when the team sucks.
Okay. Fair.
What about you?
I mean, yeah, I still think like ownership is the same, so I don't think this is actually going to change anything. I feel like he's kind of the fall guy, but I agree something had to change.
Mm-hmm.
He's my friend, so I feel bad that he lost his job. That sucks.
Do they
I
still
didn't
have
know that.
Yeah.
Do they still have the billboards up around the city calling for the ownership to get fired?
Yeah, and then on opening day, there was a plane that flew by that said "Sell the team, Bob." And yeah, it's a chant at almost every game. I feel like every home game. So yeah, not great. But I like something had to change. I just think it was like a fall guy. I think money is still the issue. So yeah, you hate to see it. R.I.P. Shelty. It was a good one.
Seriously.
Yeah. I wonder where he's going to go next, though. I wonder if he'll land somewhere mid-season, or I think they still have to pay out your contract. So he'll be just living his good life in Florida by the pool or something.
Right. Go to Cancun.
Yeah, exactly. Hang out with his family, as one is wont to do. Yeah, I just saw that today. That was just like, oh, bummer sauce, just because I'm a little bit closer to it all. Also today, I switched out my glasses from last time because there was a mega glare. I feel like, did you guys ever play backyard baseball? I feel like the announcer woman, the girl in backyard baseball, she had the wicked big glasses. Every time I wear those, I feel like her.
You look like a young Edna Mode.
Ooh, I'll take that. I feel like I'm a relative of the Levies, like Dan Levy, and dad. What's his dad's name? Eugene Levy.
Yeah, you really do, actually.
Because he gives me the kind of like, ooh, bigger eyebrows, like closer together vibes. Canadian Jews, we love them. So.
Oh, can't get enough of them, to be honest.
Truly, except for Drake, I could live without. But yeah, he's the only Canadian Jew that I don't like. What have you guys been watching? I've been watching a ton of baseball and a little bit of golf, but mostly baseball because it's baseball season.
Yeah, I've been watching a bunch of baseball. Watched the Mariners yesterday. It was such an awesome game. Did you see that?
I watched the recap of it this morning.
Yeah, it's I've never had as much fun watching the Mariners in my entire life. I mean, sure, the 0-1 was great, but I was like 8 years old, but this is truly the funnest season I've ever had watching them. Like, we were down 5-1 at the top of the sixth. We're in Oakland, which they're like playing at a little league park now, which is sad to see.
They're in Sacramento.
Yeah, Sacramento. Right? Yeah. Yeah, we were down 5-1, top of the sixth, and get two guys on. Rowdy Tellez comes up and hits a homer. I don't know if you know about his nickname, Rowdy, but it's amazing. That was because he was so crazy in his mom's stomach that his dad started calling him Rowdy when he was still in the womb.
Oh my gosh. What's his birth given name? This whole time I thought his first name was actually Rowdy.
No, it's I forget actually. I was looking at it the other day.
Actual?
His
Lawrence?
actual name. Ryan. Ryan.
Oh, weird. He's not a Ryan. He's a Rowdy.
He's a Rowdy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so get two guys on, and then he hits a homer to make it 5-4. And then top of the eighth, we got, Tavares from the Rangers, and his first game with the Mariners, and he gets his first hit, and then he steals second, and then gets his first hit, his first steal, and his first hit was an RBI, first steal, then his first run, all in the same play.
Nice.
It was awesome. And it was like that's the team that I've known for my whole life would have just given up. They would have been out, and we ended up winning, which was so
Yes,
fun.
I won. Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy. Good
Yeah.
stuff. That division's pretty good.
It is.
I can't stay up late enough to watch it, but I watch the recaps in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just hockey. A lot of hockey.
Yeah, so who do you got in this round? Are you Toronto? Are you Edmonton, Vegas?
I'm
What are
going
we
to go
doing?
ahead and say that I'm going to ride with Dallas
Carolina?
right now, unbelievably.
Dallas. Okay.
They've got this guy Rantanen. And so Mikko Rantanen got traded from the Avs
Okay.
earlier in the season, went to Carolina, almost immediately got traded to Dallas. And then they end up facing the Avs. He was with the Avs his whole career. No one could believe that they did the trade, but they were like, well, they need to get some draft picks. They need to get some other, draft capital, all that. They ended up facing the Avs last round, and Mikko Rantanen got a hat trick in the third period to
Revenge game.
win. And then the very next game was that last night or the night was today, Thursday. So last night, he gets a hat trick in the second period. So he goes hat trick in the third period. Next game, first period, nothing. Second period, hat trick. He's on like a generational. I mean, he's the best player in these playoffs right now. The Avs, I can only imagine, feel like absolute nincompoops for letting him go. Stupid
Truly.
move. Yeah. And now he's just tearing it up. So it's really cool. Not a huge Dallas guy, but I gotta be stoked for him.
Yeah, on a personal level, that is really cool.
Mhm.
I'm obviously an Oilers fan, so they're up 1-0 in the series. Gotta keep the train rolling. But again, they're on super late. Not super late, just I like to go to bed somewhat early, so I don't get to watch those games as often.
Totally.
Are you watching any NBA playoffs? Anyone?
I
'Cause
am.
Celtics losing to the Knicks 2 games in a
Huge.
row at home is wild.
And with two 20-point deficits, I mean,
Yeah.
bad.
Comebacks. Yeah.
That city's gonna burn.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't already.
Yeah,
Honestly, rough against New York too.
I know.
Oh man, did you
Unbelievable.
guys see? I just saw this. Paul Pierce said that if the Celtics lost to the Knicks in Game 2, he would walk to work, which is like an 8-hour walk or something, and
Did
he
he do
did
it?
it.
He did?
Yeah, I just saw
Wow.
a video of it.
Oh my god.
Respect on Paul Pierce.
Yeah,
I would not have expected him to do that.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
ridiculous.
He's probably walked further than that to go hit a strip club though before. Big strip club guy.
He is. Yeah, people forget.
I don't.
Yeah. Have you been watching, Katie?
I watched last night. That was like the second game I've watched of the playoffs. I don't know. The NBA really doesn't do it for me. But my little brother came home from school last night, so I watched a little with him.
Nice. Yeah, it was wild, honestly. By 1-2, like they lost by 1. They're at home. Brutal. They didn't change up the game plan at all. Oh my gosh. Just
Yeah.
shooting threes and missing threes. Like
Yeah.
that's you gotta change something up at that point.
It's bad. It's all bad. I could
But,
see
comeback
what's the
story.
coach getting
Oh, Missoula.
I could see him getting fired.
Really?
I don't know why. I just like feel like the way it is these days, like he was kind of almost a fluke coach, because of the
Mhm.
whole Ime Udoka.
Yeah.
Because of that whole scandal, he kind of just hopped into that role. It was super random. Not that he's not a good coach, but they're not going to get rid of their players, and I feel like they're going to be calling for someone's head. And to not change the game plan, as you said, pretty bad move in the playoffs, especially with the defending national champion or defending NBA champions. It's just not a great look, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't be that surprised.
Yeah, I feel like the expectations are so high with the Celtics that
Right.
anything less than a champion, or like a finals appearance, I
Yeah.
can see it happening.
And as you said, Sarah losing to New York of all people.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a good look.
Mm-mm.
The Shaq and team call Jalen Brunson the Brunson Burner. Thought that was a good nickname. I was like, I hate the Knicks, but I like that one.
Yeah. Yeah. The Brunson burner. That's good.
Yeah. It's like, dang, I should have come up with that myself. Oh, shucks. There's also another story I saw about minor league baseball teams. John Oliver. I don't know if you guys watched Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. It's
Haven't
a
seen it for
great
a while.
show. Yeah, he just rants on, something in society, and they like do super deep dives into things. And he and his writers offered to basically like pay for to give a new team, a new minor league team, a new name. They'll give them a new name, a new mascot, throw them a theme night, do all this stuff. And it's funny, we were talking about minor league teams a little bit on last week's episode. What if you had a new team? What would you name it? A minor league team. It could be anything.
And any city?
Yeah. So if you want to do one in Bend, you can make it, and then they're called like the Bend Overs or something.
Benders.
The Overs.
The Bend Overs.
I don't know. Just
do you have
idea.
one?
No, I was thinking about this. I'm like, this is maybe the casseroles, just because that's a good one.
And very intimidating for other teams.
Very intimidating.
Mhm.
I mean, Trash Pandas is like a legendary one.
That would be good.
That is currently one.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's great. So they're just raccoons.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's Rocket. I guess they're in Houston, or Rocket City Trash Pandas.
That's great.
Is a real one. So we'd have to think of a different one.
Honestly, like the Garbage Men would be really funny.
They all have to wear all gray.
And maybe just the garbage outfits with the high vis strips on them. Yeah.
Their bats are just the trash pokers.
I'm gonna have to give that some thought.
Yeah, I guess what mascot would you want to see? Like what's something funny dressed up? Like a Trash Panda is hilarious.
Yeah.
Or like I think the biscuits, like the Montgomery biscuits, that one's just such a good one.
Yeah, bagels, like the New York bagels.
There you go.
That'd be a good one.
The kosher dills.
Kosher dills, yeah. I was gonna go with the pickles, but there's already the Portland pickles there. I mentioned that last show there. That is a team.
Portland, Oregon, yeah. Because
yeah.
the Portland Sea Dogs on the other coast.
That's a great name.
Yeah, think on it and get back to me, will you?
I will.
This is a pressing issue, so
I'm gonna
Have
put
an
in
answer
an
for
hour
you
a
next
day.
week.
next week, deadline.
How about just your shirt, the Creole, the Creole something?
Tony's
Creole seasoning.
There's
Yeah.
you can't really see him, but there's the mascot already.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That would be a sweet mascot.
The Captain Crunches. The Special K's.
Ooh, might be a little testy with that one.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe not.
Controversy. Now I'm gonna just be thinking of them. Okay, cool. Well, I've been, like I said, watching a lot of baseball, and it had me thinking. Obviously, we're talking about hot dogs and hamburgers last week. What is your take on chicken wings versus chicken tenders? If you could only eat one for the rest of your life, you don't have to eat it continuously. But if you go to order chicken wings or tenders, it can only be. You can only have wings or tenders. You can't have one or the other. Like, can't have the other one. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm going chicken tendies.
You are.
Yes. I just think for mess purposes, they're cleaner. They're easier to eat at sporting events, not necessarily like a sports bar. That's a different issue. Or like at my home, that's something else. But I just think that, yeah, the dipability, the portability, the cleanliness of it all, I'm going to have to go Tendy for the win.
Okay.
I'm definitely in agreement.
Okay.
And I think you add that the chicken tenders have breading. Is that the word? Breading?
Breading.
They're breaded.
They're
Breaded.
breaded.
They're breaded, which is just better than wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love bread.
I'm a chicken wing guy till I die. Go Mariners. Let's go, baby. Finally. That's right. Some guy with a Mariners jersey. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go.
What jersey was he wearing?
I can't see. Oh, it looks like a Rodriguez.
Mm.
Let's go, baby. Julio. He almost just dumped his kid out of his stroller on a crack on the street. Oh my god. That's like our season. It's about to come to a crashing stop. No, I'm a chicken wing fanatic, so I got to go with the chicken wings. I do love a tender, but chicken wings are just at any time it's on the menu, I have to get it. That being said, what's that?
Drums or flats?
Oh, that's a good question. Flats. They just strip off the bone so easy.
Yep.
What would your dipping sauce for your chicken tendies be? What's your go-to?
Well, I love ketchup. Not gonna be. Yeah, I talked about this. I also love ranch. Ranch is so it's funny because Pittsburgh is such a Heinz town, right? It's such a ketchup town, but they're actually really a ranch town. Like ranch and fries are on everything here,
Yeah.
and they dip everything in ranch. And so I think I've just been here for 5 years, long enough now to become somewhat of a local, a Yinzer, and so I now dip a lot into ranch. But I think if I were to really go crazy, it would be like a Parmesan garlic like dip of some sort. Yeah. I need that, like I need the garlicky of it
Like
all.
cowboy butter type thing.
Exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
so good. I'm salivating.
Same, honestly. That sounds really good.
I think I'm gonna get some chicken wings tonight after my lacrosse game.
Oh, nice. I don't discriminate though. I love honey mustard as well. I love an aioli. Not really for tendies. Yeah, that's a Ben shout out. Missing a chef today. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, for the rest, I guess I would go ranch. Yeah. No, I'll go with garlic parm. I'll go with garlic parm. Final answer.
Garlic parm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Katie.
I'm not a big condiment person. So I
Wow.
would go buffalo sauce.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
there's this specific one I have that's like garlic butter buffalo, I want to say. That's
Ooh.
yeah. That'd be
Whoa.
I'm not a buffalo sauce fan, but I would try that.
Yeah. Anna doesn't like buffalo sauce either.
Yeah, I
But
love that.
I'm
She's
a
good.
big I'm a big buffalo sauce fan. Like a buffalo chicken sandwich. Ooh, getting that every time it's on a menu. Now there's a question. Does a fried chicken sandwich count as a tendy? Is that just a really big flat wide tendy?
It's a sandwich.
Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's
I can
definitely
still have my fried chicken sandwiches. Okay.
Yes, it's safe from ruin. I had a lot of people, so I put out a poll on the Instagram how people dress their, or first how what is a hot dog? Is it a sandwich? Is it not? And a few people agreed that they think it's an American taco. So you have something there, Jacob.
Yeah.
You're really reinventing the wheel there.
American taco. That's what it is.
Who knew? I did not.
I came up with that for sure. I think they all heard the podcast and
Yep.
were like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's right. I'm on Jacob's side for sure. So if you're gonna order wings, you'd order buffalo every time. Like if you could only order one for the rest.
Yeah, if I can only order one, I'm going buffalo with
Okay.
ranch and blue cheese dip. Yep.
Both ranch and blue cheese.
Gotta have a little bit of both. If I had to have one or the other, it's blue cheese. I'm just a classic, a classic guy. You know that. I'm just a really classic guy.
That's what they say.
Classy, actually. Most people
Putting the
call me
classy and classic. You spell classy with an I at the
end. Oh God.
That's your stripper name or something. Classy.
Classy guy.
Classy with an I. So the lacrosse game tonight, are you coaching or playing?
Coaching, yeah. No,
Okay.
I dislocated my shoulder 2 weeks ago, so not doing much playing right now. But I am playing in a tournament in about a month here in Bend, but I need to recover a little more. But no, coaching, I'm gonna go, you know the drill, scream at some 7th and 8th graders.
Grab the plastic.
Hands on the plastic.
Hand on the plastic. Thank you. You guys could be coaches. No, I'm excited. It's our crosstown rival. It's a big
Ooh.
game. We have a tournament in Portland this weekend, and then we have another tournament in Portland next weekend, which is like the final tournament of the year, and it's kind of considered the state championship. So we're balls to the wall right now.
All right. Good luck.
We're going for it.
Yeah, you got to step up or step out.
That's the speech I'm giving them tonight.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'm gonna give them a step up dance. And they
Oh,
really react well.
when you bust on a
wow.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, our coach is such a loser.
What's your go-to dance move?
For the kids or for like at a wedding? Excuse me.
Yes.
Well, very different.
Okay. One at a time. One at a time.
For the kids, probably just a clean runner man, you know,
Yeah.
nice and clean.
You are a clean, classy guy.
Just a clean, classy guy. Everyone knows that about me. Sarah.
Everyone in
heard
town
that?
knows.
You heard that in Mexico first. You said, they said Jacob's almost here. He's the classiest guy on the
Yeah,
trip.
that's right. That's exactly what Liv told me before I
Yeah.
met you. Mhm.
Whatever. She's dating Nick.
I actually didn't know much about you guys, except this is an aside, but I missed a video recording, but Liv did like a Zoom call to like about the trip to like, I don't know, give out details of the trip. And that was my first introduction to you guys
Yeah,
with
that's right.
all your different like heads that you put on or your different appearances. It was just like, this is a wild bunch.
And
What
I
are
think we
getting
were drinking some ales.
into? Yeah, for sure. Anyways, that was an aside.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Lacrosse.
Yeah.
Dance
lacrosse
moves.
game.
Oh, yes.
Dance
Okay.
moves.
So running man for the kids. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Running man for the kids for a wedding. Probably just a nice low and tight 3-point stance, you know. Just get that hand on the floor. Really give it to the party. I feel like everyone just follows suit, you know.
Totally. Pun intended, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Tie around the head. Classy. Very classy.
Yes.
What about y'all? What's your go-to dance move?
Yeah, so I love the Roger Rabbit, which is somewhat similar to the Running Man.
Okay.
It's instead of like forward, you know, Running Man is forward.
Yeah.
Roger Rabbit is a little back.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Did my internet go out?
You're back.
We're back. And we're back.
And we're back.
And that's for both kids and wedding, I would say. But the classic, like my hitch, what I like to call my hitch dance, just like keeping it here, is just hit him with the shoulders. Just gotta hit him with the shoulders.
Yeah.
You know?
Will Smith taught us all that back in middle school.
Yeah, keeping it clean, keeping it tight, keeping it classy. That's right. Yeah.
Katie, your turn.
I don't know if I really have a go-to. I find myself doing the Cotton Eye Joe even when the Cotton Eye Joe's not on. Just a little two-step.
Yep.
Can't go wrong with
Tony's Creole.
Yep.
Oh man, what would my seasoning be? I have to get some garlic salt.
Garlic, big garlic fan, but not pickled.
No, that's not garlic. What? I
don't know. I just feel like they're in the same class. They're in a similar class for some reason.
Does this shock you? I don't like olives.
Yeah,
I get that a lot. My friend Emma goes, "You with your Mediterranean skin tone, you don't like olives."
How do you keep your skin looking so olive?
Right?
Oh boy.
It's illegal for me not to like olives.
No, I just want some sun.
I'm
so thinking about Mexico. I'm going to a wedding in September in Hawaii.
Ooh.
We're like looking for, I've never been to Maui. I went to Kauai once, like 6 or 7 years ago. And so we're looking at places to stay. And as you know, it's so expensive over there. We're talking like it was going to be like $2,000 for to stay. It was like, oh my God. My sister-in-law, her dad now lives in Maui, in the town that the wedding is,
What?
and they're just letting us stay at their pool house. It's insane. I mean, like, it could not be luckier. I got to show you a picture that he sent. He goes, yeah, it's not much.
Uh,
Look at this. This is not a resort. This is their house.
oh my gosh.
And they're
For
like,
those-
you're just gonna stay in this little pool house. It doesn't have any plumbing. We're really sorry. I was like, unreal. Unreal.
Oh my gosh.
Free.
For those listening and not watching, it looked like a resort. That's a
looks like a
straight up
resort.
set, or like
have-
some that set of White Lotus or something.
I know. They have I know. Wait, I don't want to get murdered, but they have like a tiki bar. They have, I mean, and then I go, yeah, all my friends are gonna be there. He goes, oh, you'll have to bring them all by for a pool party.
Say less.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I don't think you want to do that with my friends. He's like, no, for sure. We got the tiki bar. I think they call it like the frisky something. I was like, oh boy,
Oh no.
I'm pumped.
Got to keep it classy at the tiki bar.
There is not a single chance. Not a single
No
chance.
such thing.
There, once you drop the classic 3-point stance at the wedding, it's over.
Oh, it's going there.
Classy goes out the window.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, then it's just full frisk.
Oh yeah. I also actually had another fun anecdote I wanted to ask you guys.
Yeah, bring it.
So I get a message from one of my kids on my team. His mom messages me yesterday, and she says, hey, I'm not going to say names because, you know, he's a young child. She says, hey, he's going to miss practice. I want you guys you have 3 guesses total, because we don't want to spend time. Why did he have to miss practice?
Okay. So
I almost responded. I'll give you a hint. I almost
Okay.
responded her saying, you could have given me 1,000 guesses and I would have never been able to guess that. I'm bringing up the message now. So you just
okay.
take a guess.
3 total, as in Katie and I both.
Sure, you can have 4, 2 each. I don't
Okay.
care. Just
I'll
work
give it 2
together.
each, because
I could
that's
not
crazy
believe
fun.
it.
my first guess is that he had to go salsa dancing.
Not a terrible guess, but no.
Okay.
Mm,
Not a terrible guess, you said.
I mean, not even remotely close, but at
Okay.
least it was like out in left
Yeah,
field.
that's what I'm trying to think of.
Yeah,
Maybe even right field.
yeah. This
Yeah.
kid's a 7th grader, by the way.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
mm,
Something you really didn't expect. He had to do something crazy. A 7th grader.
he got arrested.
No.
Ooh.
One
okay.
more guess, because there is literally no way you're gonna get this. I am trying to hold it together. I burst out
Okay.
laughing when I got this message. I sent a screenshot to my assistant coach Birch and my brother. I was like,
Okay.
"What the hell?"
He's hungover.
Final answer: no.
Okay.
Here's the message.
Okay.
Hello, Coach Jacob. Blank will miss practice as one of his goats just started labor. FYI, he is a hardcore goat farmer of 15 plus head of show and meat goats, all his 4-H. Sorry, he won't be there.
Oh my gosh, that is so good.
I was like, that's badass. That's
Yeah.
so freaking cool.
He's just a shepherd.
He's and then when I told one of my assistants, I said,
Oh
I
my
had him do the same thing. I said, guess why so and so is missing, and he guesses. And then when I told him, I said, if someone had said, hey, one of our kids is missing practice because of this, the kid would have been easily bottom 3. You would have thought would have done this. He's got the bleached hair. He's not who you would expect.
Okay.
And the woman said, he's about to get his hands dirty. We think it's triplets. I was shocked. I was like, man, this kid just went he's a starter now. He's a starter for sure. If he can handle that,
If he can
handle
deliver
all the pressure
goat
on the field.
triplets, yeah, that
Yeah.
is the barometer. Every
Isn't
kid
that
should
cool?
be every kid should be delivering goat
I know.
triplets before they get to the team. Like
Yeah.
that's just how the
I just
audition.
love he's a hardcore goat
Hardcore.
farmer.
I love his hands are about to get dirty.
I was
Ugh.
losing it.
So good. The level of detail that she gave
I
to
know.
you.
I know. I was about to be like, send pictures, and I was like, please
Please
don't.
don't.
I'm so good. So
So
yeah,
wow, 3 more goats now to his herd. Is that what they're called?
I'm shivering in my boots, waiting to hear about it tonight when I get to the game.
Waiting on bated breath.
Yeah, good lad.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought you'd
Who
like
I
that.
would have never,
No,
Never.
never.
And I've been coaching the kid for 2 months. Never
came up.
could have never came up, never once. Parents drive a Rivian, like electric car.
Yeah.
He's like
Damn.
not spoiled in a
Hardcore.
bad way, but just like very much like total lacrosse kid, like just
Yeah.
loves it and like has all the cool gear. Definitely no cowboy boots, none of that. Bleached hair, and then he's a goat farmer.
No, a hardcore.
Hardcore goat
Hardcore
farmer.
goat
There's a huge difference between just a normal plebeian goat farmer and
Everyone knows that.
hardcore. Everyone.
Huge difference.
Huge difference. I know. I thought you guys would appreciate that because I was losing my shit. Thought it was so funny.
Oh my gosh, that is. I'm gonna be thinking about that for some time
It's a
to come.
great story.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what are you guys looking forward to? What's coming up? What are you guys gonna watch? So obviously we have to learn more about the triplets. Everyone's gonna come back next week with their minor league team nickname. But what sports are coming up? What are you watching that you're looking forward to?
Katie, you have WNBA starting soon, right?
Yeah, next week, I think.
Yeah.
So maybe not by the time we record next week, but a little after that. Yeah, probably just watch some of the Phillies this weekend, maybe the college softballs in the conference tournaments. So some of that, definitely I'll get into the NBA playoffs now.
Yeah.
No hockey.
None.
Mm-mm.
All
Not a
right.
hockey. If you're not into it, you're not into it. Yeah,
Fair.
I'm going to be watching a bunch of hockey. I'm going to watch the Mariners hopefully sweep the Blue Jays this weekend. Another cool thing going on right now in basketball is one of the not starters, one of the bench players do you know about Pat Spencer? So Pat Spencer, he is brother of Cam Spencer, who was on UConn.
Yep.
So Pat Spencer was the best. He is one of the best lacrosse players of all time. He won the Heisman of lacrosse, got drafted 1 overall, and decided, fuck it, I'm going to be in the NBA. And he made a roster, and now he's playing in the playoffs. If it was any other sport, like if it was Travis Hunter switching, if it was like some major sport, this would be the biggest story in the sports world. Like it's truly incredible. He had a basketball background, but he didn't play at all in college. And just post-college, he goes, I'm going to become a basketball player. Boom.
Did he play 4 years of lacrosse and then transfer somewhere to play basketball?
Yes, I think you're right. I think he played at like Bryant or
the story's ringing a bell. I couldn't have told you his name.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where he either transferred or just went straight to like training. And Pat Spencer basketball, he went to
Northwestern.
Northwestern. Yep.
So also wicked smart
dude. I mean, like when I'm talking one of the best lacrosse players ever. Like cannot be understated. Pretty cool story.
Very cool.
I mean, like Derrick Henry or something being like post college, like, nah, I got drafted to the NFL. I'm just gonna go become a baseball player instead, and then doing it.
It's like if Michael Jordan did that after North Carolina instead of going to the NBA. And then what became
it would have been, and then became like Mike, not even the fact,
Mike Trout,
Mike Trout, like, and not even that, because Pat Spencer isn't like the best, but he scored 11 points in a playoff game the other night. Like it's crazy. It's super cool.
That is super cool.
Yeah. So
you're watching some
I'm watching
Patty
him.
Spence.
Yeah.
Nice.
He headbutted Shangoon the other night. I think he forgot he didn't have a helmet on.
Okay. I was like, wrong sport.
Wrong sport, yeah.
Wrong sport. He forgot. He was out of body for a second.
Yeah.
Forgot. Do you guys call it the field or the pitch?
The field.
Okay.
Lacrosse field. I bet over in England they call it the pitch.
Yeah.
While they're eating their blood sausage.
Do they play lacrosse in England?
Yeah, they do. It's not the same as here. but
Okay. Didn't know
yeah.
if that was a silly question or not, but no
No.
silly questions here on Kitchen
No.
Sink Sports.
No stupid questions, just stupid people, Sarah.
That's right. That is right. Love that. Just a bunch of losers and stupid people out there in the world. I'm gonna definitely be watching some baseball. That's a no doubt. I've already watched some today. I love when there's day baseball on and I'm home. So nothing
Yeah.
better, honestly.
Seriously.
Yeah. And then I'll be working at the Clemente Museum, so I'll just be hanging out with a bunch of cool old artifacts, which is kind of cool. So I'll be
Very.
watching some old film probably there, and golf is also similar to baseball where it's just like always on for the most part. So gonna get some golf naps in. Looking forward to some like good weather, so maybe get outside, play a little couple holes myself. That would be really
Ooh.
nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not very good, but it's fun. And for the most part, I don't hit it far, but I hit it straight. So that's great. And I like to think my short game's pretty good for how little upper body strength I have. It's pretty good, not gonna lie. And it's just
awesome.
fun. Yeah. So hopefully hit a couple while I'm while the sun is out while I'm out there.
Real dimple head over here.
Yeah, actually, that's what all my friends call me. Yeah. They heard the Dimplehead Steinberg.
They say my brain is just as smooth as a baby's bottom, so we're a little bit different.
Dimpleheads
Yeah.
would be a good minor league team name.
That would be a good minor league team name.
There's my
Full
answer.
circle.
Full circle moment. So good. So good. All right. Well, I know Jacob has to run, so we can
Yeah.
end this out, but this was fun. Come join us again next week. And as always, check out our blog, kitchensinksports.com, where we have hot takes about random stuff and probably serve some hot cakes one day. One day we'll have hot cakes.
Maybe we'll eat some hot cakes on the pod.
Yeah. Great idea. Great idea. All right. Well, cheers. Have a good one.
Go Mariners.
Go Dimpleheads.